Alright, so hey guys, David Smith here with my lovely wife, Donette.
Hi.
Just wanted to shoot this video, kind of share with you guys the heart behind Chosen Ministries and a little bit of the story. Just kind of let you guys know, we've had a lot of people respond to the page already, which is awesome. We really appreciate all your support and prayers. Let's start off with how we came up with the name, because that was really a cool story. So we were at a conference last weekend, and the word chosen just kept coming up in the scripture, 1 Peter 2:9. Kept coming up. So we prayed about it, and really felt like that's where God would have us to name the ministry. So that's what we did. So that's kind of how we got the name and where we're at with that. As far as the ministry and what we're doing,
we've been in recovery for a while now, and we just really want to reach out to others who are struggling with some of the same issues that we struggled with before, because anybody that's been through addiction knows that when you're in the darkness and you're living that type of life, you're always looking for a way out. So we're here to provide that way. We want to open the doors not only for people who are in active addiction, but recovering addicts as well, that are kind of where we are. Just because sometimes you have a bad day, even being on, walking in the light and walking with the Lord, you still have your bad days, and sometimes you just need somebody to reach out to and talk to. So we want to offer that. We also want to offer a voice for the addict, the who's out there living in the life that we used to, that doesn't know what direction to go, that wants help but doesn't know where to find it. So we want to be that help. We want to be that light. We want to help others, because the truth is that I wouldn't have went into a program and gotten help, and I wouldn't be where I am today if someone wasn't out there to reach out and help me. And also family members. You've got loved ones out there that are suffering because they've lost someone to an overdose, or they've got a child who's in active addiction and they just don't know where to turn and they don't know how to help them. Well, we're here to provide all that help. We just want to, we want to be a voice, not only for the Lord, but for those who want help and need help. And sometimes it's just good to let somebody know that you're there and that you care.
Yeah, and one thing about that, the more we talk about what we're doing in ministry and the way God's leading us, the more we talk about it, the more we kind of let the word out, the more doors we see open and the more connections are made, and it's really been truly amazing to see how God's lining things up. One of those things that kind of helped me with kind of the vision for the ministry was in a conversation we were having with some people at church, and and I was just in conversation. I said something along the lines of that we want to bridge the gap between those who want help but don't know how to get it, and the help that they need. So, and that's kind of stuck with me, because that's huge. There's a lot of people out there, whether they go to jail or they go to rehab or they go through, whatever, outpatient, drug abuse classes or whatever it is. And even though they do that, when they finish whatever, program or whatever, or jail time, whatever, they still don't really know how to grab a hold of the life that they're created to live. So now that, God has shown us kind of how to walk it out, that's what we want to do. We want to come alongside the people that need guidance to living the life that they were intended to live, and living a life free of the things that enslave us, because drug addiction, that's exactly what it is. It enslaves you.
Yeah.
And that's funny too, because another connection that we've seen just happened this morning after we launched the Facebook page for the ministry. An old friend reached out to me, and he's doing some really cool things in ministry too up in Illinois, and he told me that what God's been putting on his heart is the dominion of believers, the God-given authority that we have in this life, and the victory that we're supposed to walk in. And too many people, believers included, let other things have dominion over them. And that's exactly the same kind of thing that we're doing. We're just approaching it from the addiction standpoint, and trying to free people from allowing the drugs, the alcohol, bad relationships, whatever it is that's controlling your life. We want to see people get free of all that.
Any bondage.
Yeah, any bondage that's holding you back. We want to come alongside you and help you. We offer, like Donette said, prayer, counseling, any way we can support and help anyone get on the right path, because God has done so much for us that we can't help but share it with others, and we want others to see the same kind of freedom and to walk in the love of God like we are.
And a lot of times, you'll get that one person, or I know I was that way when I was in my addiction. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You've not been where I've been. But here's the truth: is that I have been where you've been. And David, his path was different from mine, but I was in active addiction for over 11 years. And, pretty much if you can call me and want to talk about something, I've probably more than likely done what you've done. And, as far as all of the addiction goes, I'm going to give my testimony later, but I was an active IV drug user. I was addicted to pills. I was addicted to meth. I was addicted to anything that would get me high and not make me face the reality of everyday living. And I did that for so long that that's what my life was. So, yeah. So don't think that you're alone and that nobody else can understand what you're going through, because we do. We understand, and we're here. Just reach out to us, because we don't know, what you're going through, or even if you just need to talk, or if you really do want to get help. We don't know that unless you reach out to us. So, we're going to reach out and let everybody know that we're here, but the next step is you reaching back out to us.
Absolutely. And you can do that through the Facebook page. There's you can reach us through Messenger that way. Also, there's I believe the ministry phone number is on the page now. Feel free to call, leave us a message. We will get back to you if no one answers that. And of course, anything we can pray with you about. If you're struggling, or if you have a family member that's struggling, or if you just know somebody, if you're just a friend of a friend who has a nephew that's, whatever it is, we're here to help in any way we can, as people that have walked through it and have come out victorious on the other side. So with that, I want to ask you guys to keep us in your prayers as we move forward in this battle against addiction and against bondage. There's going to be other ways that people can show their support too. If you or your church has a group or anything that you would like us to come share testimonies, we're open to do that as well. But the main thing is right now, guys, because we're just launching, and honestly, we're just stepping out on faith in doing this. Neither one of us have, had our own ministry in this kind of way before, and we're really just stepping out on faith and trusting God to do this. So your prayers are much appreciated. We love you guys. Let us know if we can help you in any way.
We love you, and God loves you more.